Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of the WCGA podcast. I am Danzer Dragoon. We've got Lang here and we've got Ian. Ian, how do we find you on socials?
I am on Instagram at Cantus_Prime.
And Lang?
I'm Lang. Find me at Skyfire_Riser on Instagram. And most of the other socials, I'm Gun Plus Skyfire. Old school.
Yeah, about this distance is good. If you go like this, people are going to be like, oh,
Okay, for how many weeks have you guys been telling me get close to the mic? And now you're telling me to get away from the mic.
well, this one works. We are here live at the Seattle Museum of Flight, Model Mania. Just kind of chilling. We decided we're going to do a throw it at the wall spaghetti podcast straight from the belly of the beast under the SR-71 and the City of Auburn Air Transportation Incorporated airplane.
A DuPont something albatross.
Held together by duct tape.
Yeah.
Yep. We've got a nice barricade of Gundam stuff guarding us from all the airplanes and tanks. And here comes Josh right now. We are doing a podcast live.
How's it going? What's happening? We're doing it live.
Tell us where we can find you.
Well, you can find me at Cobraplot on Instagram, X, Facebook, and if you're here at the Museum of Flight, which you probably won't be at the time of this recording, I'm over at the making table, handing out some Velociraptor dinosaur kits. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, so Josh is the co-runner of this event, and he killed it this year. We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tables.
10 or 12.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
looking
more.
It's looking about that. Plus, we have some other tables that more Gunpla has been sitting on. So definitely, as always, for about the third year in a row, Gunpla has been standing strong, and I hope we get even bigger next year.
Good
Yeah, and
plastic overflow for sure.
And that's just the sci-fi Gundam stuff. Then there's tables and tables and tables of everything from tanks to airplanes to boats, ships, cars,
Frankenstein, Hellboy.
3D printed figures. We've met some incredible modelers, and it's just been a lot of fun. What do you guys think so far?
The guys that we've met so far, I love coming to this because we were sitting here learning about some Warhammer painting techniques that I never even knew, and that, I'm inspired. Citadel paints and an airbrush, little simple stuff.
I love seeing just everyone's different take on how they do things. I can see everyone's unique works of art at one table, and then the next table I see someone else's unique style. So it's really cool to see everybody come together, share how they do these things, and show them off. It's really nice.
Yeah. One other thing, we have some other guests here with the Undergated podcast who also brought kits. But
Coop, it's Coop on Instagram, and what's CDs?
Chloe's dad,
Chloe's dad.
CD.
At Chloe's dad.
I love Chloe's dad's HG wing kits that he's been doing, and he has some others. He has 3, and I know, CD, you're going to kill me later. 3 that have its matching dioramas that are each separate, like little bases that go with it.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, very compartmentalized, like small, foot. What do you call it? Foot something.
Footprint?
Small footprint. Yeah, small footprint.
Yeah.
Big impact.
Yeah.
Very cool. So, one of the things we're going to be talking about today is Gashapon, and why you shouldn't ever partake in Gashapon. And if you don't know what Gashapon is, you're going to find that out too. We're going to let Ian talk about what Gashapon is, and then if he needs help at any point, I'll kind of
There you go.
pop in
right there.
Yeah. So let's let Ian talk about what Gashapon is.
You didn't need all that.
If you or any of your family have troubles with gambling, please reach out and find some kind of help. I need to now because I realize that I have a gambling problem. So the Gashapon items are little. You get like little plastic like Easter egg type shells out of a vending machine, and everything you get is random. There's probably 4 or 5 things to get out of it. You put tokens in, and out pops your prize. If you ever want one particular item from a gashapon, I'm sorry, you're out of luck. So
Even if the item says it's in there.
yeah, even if you see it in the window, you're not gonna get it.
We have a video coming later.
Yeah,
of-
there's
of
what is it, like
sparked
a
this.
10-minute video of me
10 minutes.
raging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You weren't the only one that
Well-
raged.
I lost all sense of space and time.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what day it was.
You fumed in your brain. I was venting it.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is I came across a gashapon machine at the Uwajimaya Japanese grocery store in downtown Seattle. And in one of these machines is a series called Mobile Suit Ensemble. The particular one is part 5. There's a Double O Quanta in there. There's a Victory 2 from Victory Gundam. And then there's a little guy. I have to pull the instructions because it's like German. I can't remember it. A little guy from Victory called the Gedlov, and his little like mobile armor equipment to ride called the Einarad. Which basically, if you've seen Victory, there's like a weird obsession with tires on stuff. There's like an entire battleship on 2 wheels, like a motorcycle. And some of the mobile suits also ride within like giant wheels. Like if you've seen Star Wars Episode 3, you got General Grievous riding that one wheel bike with the
like
legs.
a mono wheel.
Yeah. So, I really wanted the Einarad. What's going on?
Hold it like that.
Was that covering the mic?
The mic's right there.
That's the silver thing.
Oh, good lord.
You're good.
Okay.
So you wanted that one.
I really wanted that one because
Out
the
of
amount
5.
of Victory merchandise revolving the Zanskar Empire.
I gotta give a timeout real quick. With Gashapon, it takes tokens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each token is how much?
Well, it varies.
Well,
Depending on where you go.
No, each machine varies on how many tokens you have to pay.
Okay,
but
so-
here, the tokens were $2 a token.
Yes.
Yes.
4 tokens for the Gashapons we were doing.
Yeah. And
Per
and
chance.
One
Per chance.
One
Yeah.
token was $2.
Yeah.
Yeah. For one token.
So
Okay,
eight,
just wanted to
eight
throw-
bucks a spin.
$8 a spin. And now I haven't done this math yet, and now I hate myself.
Yeah, don't.
I know how many tokens I bought.
I
know
don't want to
what?
know what
You
happened.
don't even have to pay that much for a spin in Reno. But
No, that's the most
Seattle.
expensive gambling I've ever done in my life. You know how many scratchets I could have bought? Do you have any idea?
Yeah.
I could have been a millionaire.
Yeah. Our road trips often include a purchase of scratchets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not this time. It was spent on Gashapon. That's enough of
God.
our gambling today.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the my Einarad. There's a kind of a large lack of enemy mobile suit models nowadays from Victory.
Yeah.
The Zanskar Empire guys that have like the bug-eyed type Zaku looking things.
Yeah.
So I really wanted this. Okay. I'm probably $60 to $80 deep in Gashapon
At this point.
at this one machine. For this one machine. I know Dan's deeper, but he actually tried his luck at some different stuff.
Yes.
I was dead set on this one Gashapon.
So at the point where we're talking about where our paths converged,
Right.
I was 40 in.
Oh,
Because I kept getting LED units out
Yeah.
of the aerial thing.
right.
I was $40 into this
Yeah.
when we converged.
Did you bring that in here? Or it's still in the van.
I don't know where it is.
Okay.
He probably
So
threw it.
It's
there's
in my
a
suitcase.
Yeah, so what Dan was after is there's these Gashapon busts of Gundam units.
Yeah.
The one he was going after is the Gundam Aerial from Wish Mercury. This bust comes in 3 different Gashapons. You get a inner frame with LED light set. The other one is a full clear armor,
Yeah.
and then the other one is a fully colored armor set.
Solid color.
Solid color armor set has the Aerial should be.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just kept pulling clear.
Dan
I just kept pulling
pulled
LEDs.
3 or 4 LED units and
4.
got one armor set.
4 LED units, 1 armor set.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So
And I was like, wow, these
At
gashapons
Danzer
suck.
Dragoon on Instagram, if you really need an aerial LED from the gashapon set, if you're striking out and can't get the LEDs, please hit Dan up. He needs help. So, in the camera here, I'm showing what the Gedlov and the Einarad look like. The Gedlov's the little yellow dude within the wheel, and the financial bankruptcy that is the Einarad is the wheel with the weapons mounted on the side of it.
I mean, it's a cool thing, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Victory's got really nice designs that I'd like to see more.
Yeah.
They, of course...
But if, let me just say this.
Yeah.
To get that,
Yeah.
if you were ultra lucky and you just got it first spin, that's a $16
Yeah.
gachapon.
So please don't do what we did.
You can spend $16 and get a high grade at a model store.
Sarugia sells like the entire case, one of each of what should be in the gashapon for like $30.
So you don't have to gamble.
Yeah.
Can I tell the story of how we ended up doing it?
Yeah, you can.
Well, we should save it for the video.
Oh, we're gonna save it for the video.
Yeah. That way people, we got to do it for the content.
Okay,
People
so-
will,
I'll just say I got to play cameraman to spectate on all this, and
Sure.
each
Right.
Sure.
spin, it like the rage both with Ian and Dan of just like, this is not logical. How are we not getting this? It's like, how is gambling
and then the
logical?
lady at the end,
Which
at
lady,
the end of the
worker?
story, which we're not going to spoil, the worker comes up and says, well, it might spoil a little bit, but she said,
Was she in the video? Did we get her at all?
I think
Maybe
so.
a little.
Okay.
She had the audacity, to say, do you want me to go fill it up again?
That was a whole separate one though.
Oh, was
it?
it?
It was the
little
little one.
guys.
It was the little guys.
But she watched us through that other process. She knew how stupid we were. She was taking advantage. And what does she care? She doesn't own stock in that company.
She sees people with an addiction and wants to help them with their addiction.
Well, help is a relative word in that case.
No, enabling.
Enable. Yeah.
Please.
That's like dumping a bag of Coke onto a Coke addict
Bringing a 6-pack to a AA meeting.
and handing it and opening it and handing it to each person
Bringing a chocolate cake to a Weight Watchers.
and taking a fork and then putting it right in front of their face.
People,
Like
it was.
you've done 90% of the work and then they only have to do 1%.
I woke up
Anyways.
last night at about 3 a.m. and I was like, oh crud, my throat hurts. Am I sick? I was like, no, I've just been laughing way too hard.
Yeah.
I laughed. I apologize for how rudely I laughed at you both.
Yeah.
I did. I really did, but it was so worth it.
I don't really remember you being there. I don't remember Ian being there.
Do you remember seeing like white tunnel vision or red
I
tunnel
don't
vision?
remember a lot. I just remember like the smell of the store. I remember that.
Yeah.
Do you remember hitting the machine? Because you both hit the machine.
Did I hit it?
You both did.
I don't remember that. No. So, anyways,
Watch the
Gashapon.
video.
How did we get there? Because after the show yesterday, Saturday,
Yes.
where did we go after that?
So right after this, we went to
International Toys.
International
first.
Toy and
Yeah.
Hobby first. That was our first stop. Yeah. We spent money there.
Yeah, we did. But besides that, like, how is International Toys?
Oh, you want to get off the subject of Gashapon? Okay.
Right. Save it for the video.
Yeah.
Let them see this.
this is more what we got this week.
Tom's was amazing. Tom's store, International Toy and Hobby. Again, he's a very creative guy, and he's got amazing bills. We love it. We love going to that store.
Tom is the owner, and the store itself is probably the smallest square footage and most organized and compact
Yeah.
you could ever find. And if you start chatting with him, he is complimentary, he is kind, he is all these wonderful things. Dan here brought up the fact that he's going to Japan, and immediately he knew, oh, you have that build. That's your build, isn't it? Oh my gosh, go win everything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, very encouraging.
And he has trophies on his wall
Awards
from
and
all
awards
of
and
his
awards,
builds.
yeah.
So it's like,
He's the Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
of Gunpla customization
Yeah.
in the United States,
Yeah.
I think.
at least for Pacific Northwest that we
The
know.
neat thing too, when you walk into that store, is you see the front-facing part of the store, but if you look a little past the front-facing part of the store, you start to see all the decoration on the walls, all the
Oh,
art that's
yeah.
everywhere. That's all done by him with
Yeah.
airbrushes
He's
and
got
stuff.
an entire 6-foot tall mural.
Yep, he did that.
above
And then the
top of
the
store.
motorcycle helmets are all done by him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you look behind the register,
Don't touch our kids.
this is where you see the crazy stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Behind the register is part of Tom's
collection.
backlog, collection, whatever.
He's got crazy stuff. Like there's a
Crazy
1/60th
rare
Dom.
stuff.
Yep.
I haven't seen one of those in person ever.
Yeah. Well, he's got the Dom, but it's the RC Dom.
No, besides the RC, there's the RC Dom, and
Oh, he
then
has
there's
he has
the
the regular Dom,
1/60th.
too?
It's like YHMC was the line.
Was that one over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one.
That Dom.
He has it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sitting in a box, collecting dust.
He's
You know,
got
he
crazy
also has the prototype resin, molds that Bandai makes of some of the mobile suits before they put them and cast them.
Oh, I didn't see
He
those
has-
at all.
They're in boxes in the back, but he
Oh,
has
he hasn't
he has
shown
some
them.
of the
Okay.
original prototype
Yeah.
molds for like the RX-78 and stuff
Mm-hmm.
for the large scale ones they've made. Crazy.
Bandai comes to him.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
they do come visit his store often.
Yeah.
He's told
Yeah.
us. So
That's good.
yeah, it's a cool store.
Mm-hmm.
And so aside from all that stuff, good prices.
Yeah, what did you both end up getting? Now,
Oh, yeah.
I, for one, I bought a model kit. I followed the rules, and it was for my son. And other than that, I'm clear. That's right. I'm clear. I'm good.
I picked up 2 kits from War at the Border. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Kyokai
Enemy,
Senki.
enemy
Yeah.
at the borderline.
Yeah.
I got the
Oh, you got the stork carrier?
stork carrier and the thing that rides it.
Was it one of the
Carrier.
Grady, the
Yeah,
Aaron
carrier.
Rhinos?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got it
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. The Aaron Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those 2, and then I got a LED thingy. I got a Langley and a Shinji from Neon Genesis little bust thing.
Oh, the
or statues.
portrait. What were they?
Yep, figure arts portraits.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then something else. I forget what it was. What'd you get,
Hobby
Ian?
meal stand?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think
the Hobby
both,
Mio
both
stands.
Dan and I got the Hobby Mio stands.
Yeah, I'm excited for
They're
those.
detailed, come with stickers. I got trays for all the extra parts, so you do like your custom master grades, perfect
Super
grades.
nice, too.
They have like trays to store all the extra hands and weapons, so you don't have to keep baggies and boxes around.
Yeah.
They're really high quality looking stands. I also grabbed a. He's got a lot of various old action bases that Bandai doesn't carry anymore, but they're like
And like knockoffs.
they're knockoffs, but they're
Yeah.
good knockoffs, and they come with like water slide decals and everything. So if you've been on the search for those the Xeon or Federation action bases, where it's like the symbol and the armature plugs into the top of it to
Yeah.
display your gunpla on, he's got hundreds.
Yeah,
of
yeah, those are really cool.
from various series, and they're really good looking.
I should have grabbed some of those. I totally spaced it. I pointed them out and then I didn't buy any.
Well, we'll be back in April.
Yeah.
We'll be back in April for the IPMS competition.
Follow Tom at International Model Toys.
Yeah.
He has
All
an
one word.
Instagram, all one word. He shows mostly his stock. If he shows his commissions and his works, that's the stuff you want to look out for.
Or his commissions are worth going to the store and looking at it because
Yeah,
the center aisles of his stores are all glass cases with some of his best work is all there. So while you're shopping, you turn around, look around. And he's got all of his custom works all over the place.
And he cycles through them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to Sean's Anime today.
Yeah.
To do
Yeah,
some
Sean's
shopping after the
Anime,
show's over.
they're in Tacoma next to the Tacoma Mall.
We did Skyway yesterday.
Skyway was interesting.
Yeah,
They've got a little
so-
bit of everything there.
They do. It's you. Skyway is like you could drive by it and miss it.
Oh, totally.
It's in the area of like a strip mall, and there's a couple signs for it. But once you get close to the building, you'll see like there's models from floor to ceiling in the windows of this place. You walk in, it kind of feels very small, cluttered, like shoulder to shoulder aisles.
It's an IPMS dream.
Oh gosh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's a good way to put it because it's like they're established. They know what they're doing.
yeah.
And they have a great variety of very unique, specific tools.
Yeah.
That's what I really
The
appreciate.
tools selection was really
what was
impressive.
it? They have
They had Display,
Yeah.
AK, and then all the standard stuff like Tamiya, Mr. Hobby.
They have
They
some
had
of the
like
display
deep
battery
dive to
sanders.
me, yes.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
the battery powered sanding
No.
tools in
Yeah.
person.
No, they even had the soft tips. Never seen
Yeah.
those in store.
Yeah, right here. I got some right here.
So they
Display ones.
Yeah, they killed it, or they're killing it over there. As far as just like random smattering of everything.
Yeah.
Very cool, and the prices were good. I mean, for Washington price, they're Washington
Well,
prices.
he was having a giant sale, wasn't he? Like 20% off all the kits.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we walked in 20% off, and there's a 50% off table.
Yeah.
A lot of it's like the older airplanes and armor. and
Right,
stuff,
right.
But he's got some Gunpla sci-fi.
Uh-huh.
Those
Lots of Star Trek
polar
ships.
light Star Trek ships.
Yeah, and they're priced really well
Yeah, really well, and on sale.
and on sale. Yeah, so great store.
They had dogs in the store. I'm the fan for that one.
There was a dog. There was a dog sitting on a chair
They were pretty old dogs.
with a.
Don't.
Let's just say he was excited.
Don't.
Oh,
If I can't swear on this, we can't talk about those.
Yeah.
I just said he was excited. He was wagging his tail. You know
All
what
right.
are you thinking
So
about?
anyway, after international, we
That's
tried
when
to
we
go
went
to
to do the-
Kinokuniya,
Yeah.
but it's a part of Wajimaya, and
And
we told you what
Wajimaya
happened
is-
at Wajimaya.
The Kinokuniya, not a fan.
No, I think this Kinokuniya it gets picked through by tourists a lot, so there was not a single model kit. I've been to the store during our pandemic times, like late 2020, 2021. I came to the store and they had like some of the battle log, like the red goof. They had one of those. But this time, not a single model kit. They had tons of manga, statues, anime merch, and that's it. Back in the store, yeah, like they have the aisles of Gashapon stuff. I'm not sure if Josh is going to be overpowering our voices.
No, that's fine.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
keep going. It'll isolate.
Yeah, Josh has been announcing all day things that they're going on, like the make and take for the Velociraptor models.
Yeah, there's seminars and things like
And
that.
seminars, yeah. He did one yesterday about
History of Gunpla.
history of Gunpla, which I wish I could have
So
attended, but I
fun.
wanted to help with the make and take.
Yeah, me and Coop sat in on that one.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
Did you record any of it? Did
I
he
took
allow
some
you to?
pictures.
Oh, pictures. Okay.
Yeah. He probably wouldn't have cared if I recorded it, but
Yeah.
for him, for him to use.
Right.
But yeah, it was super good. You could tell he's like Josh has done this before.
Cobra Claw.
Oh, are we not using his name?
Well,
Have
no,
to
like
bleep
you're
it?
saying Josh, but we're just like
Yeah,
talking about
Joe,
Cobra-
Cobra
Cobra
Claw
Claw.
is Josh. Josh
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Cobra Claw.
He you could tell he's done this before, and his PowerPoint did not look like a high schooler did it. It looked very professional, really
Right.
good. Lots of videos, talks about all the different grades and everything. So it was really cool, really interesting.
Right.
But they're doing other ones too from other modelers, different clubs that are like they've got diorama seminars and seminars on the different scales of like armor kits and things like that. It's been interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least.
very cool.
Any other thought? You got any thoughts on this whole thing, Lang? You haven't really talked about the show.
I love the shows. I think I've only been to one or two showcases like this because it's so much more lax than a competition. Competition, you're a little more stressed. This one's just pure share.
We've just been hanging out the entire time.
Yeah. I've been building, helping out Cobra a little bit, and just chilling. So for me, I've been enjoyed talking with people that are just like, wait, so you mean you don't need glue? Wait, how did you do this? Wait, there's airbrushing? Wait, you guys use this? Yeah, it's very simple, very easy. Granted, coming here, we literally have it set up to where there's Dan's table and my table right next to each other.
Yeah.
And for me, like, it's very obvious of why I have my Lang celibacy going because all of Dan's kits are modified in some way. 90% of mine are only snap build, so I have a lot to catch up like next to his, which is great. And I like showing people like, yes, that's why, because I have a crazy variety of IP compared to Dan, but Dan's put in the work on all of his, and I'm excited to do that with all of mine over there. I have a lot over there, don't I?
You do.
1, 2, 3.
The more you look
A lot,
at
a
it,
lot
the
of
more-
Dan, a lot of Dan's
6.
stuff has space. It's got volume. It's got mass to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lang's got numbers.
I got
Yeah.
about 7 different IPs alone over there. 8. Yeah.
Yeah. What did Digimon,
Yeah, you
Gurren
got-
Lagann?
Yeah.
There's
Kogia,
Power Rangers or
Power
Super,
Rangers.
Super Sentai.
Aquarion,
Yeah.
Gundam, multiple different Gundams. But yeah.
Yeah.
But this show, I like how chill and it's just show and tell.
Yeah, it's a different feeling for sure. I haven't been to just a show before. I prefer competition. I like the spirit of competition, like the adrenaline rush you get, the sweat you break out in when you're setting up your stuff, the waiting on pins and needles to find out if you want anything. So I enjoy that part more than just like the dog and pony without the, like I was saying to Ian earlier, it's like the dog and pony show without the biscuit at the end or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, this serves a completely different purpose though. The purpose of this is to show the world of mecha to people that have no idea what it is. And this is like the best way you could possibly do that.
Yeah.
From Lang's snap built kits to
I have snap kilts too.
Cobra Plus full customs.
Love to see you in a kilt.
Yeah.
So
I should get one for Japan.
what are you guys talking about? I'm sitting here talking to being serious, talking about, I'm trying to craft this beautiful sentence and this beautiful thought, and you guys are talking about
Kilts.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Men,
All right,
men
I'll
in
see you
kilts, men
later.
in tights.
I'm-
Well, no. Hey, okay. Since Dan's quitting, what is it? A lot of people are going to be starting to pack up around 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think
Do we
so.
want to walk around and just point out some things we like and just show some of the stuff here on the podcast? Just do a quick lap around, show us some of the.
Yeah, we should 100% do that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I will grab
We're
the
gonna get
camera and you
physical.
guys can hold these things.
Yeah.
you
Let's
go.
get
Right this
physical, people.
second?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll-
goodness.
Get up.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing a live.
Oh
Get
my
up.
gosh. Here we go.
We're walking.
Okay, so where are we going to start? Let's go to. Let's start over here with the cute Haros.
Yeah.
These are also a West Coast Gunpla Alliance member, Wolf, who did these Haros right here. Great variety. If you ever find Haros, he would appreciate any and all variety. I think he's in the midst of collecting all of them. Behind that, we have Dan's Core Fighter. It is a hardgraph Core
Hard
Fighter.
graph, Dan. Yeah.
He's made all the LEDs, automations. Was there a smoke function on it?
No.
No. You
It's
thought
funny
about
that
it?
you even have to ask that. Is there a smoke function?
I have to check. You
Yeah.
put everything to it. There is sounds to it, though. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound effects and music.
Sounds to it. We have a bust. I don't even know who did these, but these are beautiful. I think some of these are Cobra Plug because I recognize those. We have
Some of that looks like Cobra Plus work.
yeah. Cobra Plug work. We have a lot
This
of
is all Cobra Plus.
UC beautiful stuff.
I love this tiger painted
That is his
gun
for
cannon.
sure.
That is the coolest at his table. Oh, and then some of the claw plates work he did on his at guy.
He said that was one of his first customs
Yeah.
he ever did.
Speaking of, come here, Cobra.
I've been summoned.
Oh, hold this about right here.
So, what's up? What can I do for you?
We're looking at your table, man.
Yeah, you want to point out like some highlights of some things that you think are interesting about your builds?
About my builds. Well, if you're looking for one of the latest high grades I've done, it's going to be this custom build Zaku 1 from the Origin line. It's been kit bashed with a commander fin from the Zaku F2 high grade from Stardust Memory alongside a shoulder cannon from the GM Origin set. It has been painted with lacquers, hand brushed with acrylics, and some Gundam Real Touch markers as well, and just various different clobs together. Sort of inspired, I would say, by RFV, but looking a little bit better, I would say. We got ourselves.
What are these here?
So these three models are from the Advance of Zeta line. These two are from the Woundwort. So this is the original base Woundwort over here, alongside later down the Woundwort line, the Kahar 2, which is the original basis of the Ashimar. So AOZ's base was a fan-made design, essentially for the Titans test team, which would be the development team for the Titans on the Zeta line. So you got all these different various mobile suit developments that would lead into the Titans mobile suits that you would see in Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam.
So I know you got your make and take going on. So real quick, is there like one that you're the most proud of, and then is there one that you wish maybe you could change a little bit?
Well, considering I have a bunch of models throughout this whole display, I think if we're looking at this table here, I think the most I am proud of right now, it's probably got to be this entry grade new Gundam It's
That's just the entry grade.
That's the entry grade new Gundam. That's
Whoa.
probably the first one I really went ahead and started doing some custom scribe work on. There's the MadWorks photo etch set that has been applied there, as well as some 3D printed parts. So
Right on.
I
It-
think
it's
I did a
immaculate.
fairly good job, considering it was my first time trying to go all in on an entry grade.
It worked.
Yeah, so other than that, I think probably my other one would be the high-grade HDUC Second V, which is from the Victory Gundam novelization. It was probably the first time I decided to go really hard on the masking. Every single color there has been masked on there with decals as well.
Dude, it looks like a miniature Verka.
Yeah,
The way you-
I've had people ask me, is that the real grade Victory? And it's like, well, there hasn't been a real grade Victory Gundam just yet. And I'm surprised they haven't made one yet. So, maybe we'll get one day. But who knows? We all know how Bandai is, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Cobra.
Yeah, of course.
We'll let you get back to your make and take. Looks like some people need some help.
Yeah, maybe. But always feel free to come on by and grab me if you need anything else. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. There you go, Lauren.
Thank you. Sweet. Next up, we have undergated, never underrated. Left to right, we'll start off with Coops. I know he brought that Calibarn with a Cosmos kit. Sadly, it's not on right now, so we don't get to see. But you can see the detail he's put into it,
I
which
think
is
it's got a switch.
kinda
All right,
amazing.
so if that breaks, Dan is responsible.
Dan's gonna jump in and
I
try
think
to
the batteries
fix.
are
He
dead.
sees LEDs that aren't blinking, and you know he's on there.
Oh, it's
Oh.
there. It's faint. The batteries are dead. Sorry.
There it goes.
Uh,
It wants to.
Maybe.
We can edit this out. He did use a lot of pearl, a lot of great detail on that one if you take a closer look. Really well done. Moving on, I believe the rest of these on this table are Chloe's dad on Instagram. This is what I was talking about. This is a great example that he has distinct kits with the same theme on different bases, which I really, 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 really liked. We have, looks like it's Zeta also. His claw work on top of his bases to have runways on top of wood plaques is pristine. Oh, we're getting paged. So, going on, oh, there he is.
Hi, Josh. We'll get back to the models in a
Look at that
minute.
guy running the show. So make sure to come out to Model Mania to check this out. This is the second year I think they've done it, and many years to come. Going back to CD, he has a whole HG wing setup as well as goofs and TriStar. These are great. I think this is a very recent one. I believe this one is part of a trio with the rest of the undergated, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is the most recent one that he's done here.
Nice.
Oh, the Zeta A+.
It's very cool. Gorgeous. These here, I'm not familiar. Who
I
has
know
these.
this is Cobra's. He did that awesome
Okay.
Zaku Mariner with the backdrop.
This has competed quite a bit. I dare say that's gone pretty far, if I'm not mistaken.
He had it in a museum,
In
right?
the museum display. Yeah.
Nice.
This is the museum display.
Beautiful stuff. Giving you a good preview of the Zaku versus the RX-78. Moving on to some Zegox.
Cobra did this one, and I don't know who did that one. But
Cobra, did he also do the graffiti? He's got this like look at the Haro graffiti on the side of those shipping containers.
It's the little details.
Yeah. All right, we need to zoom out for this thing. Have you ever seen the Neo Zeong in person? This is how big this guy is. Here's my arm.
The pair.
Holy crap!
You don't see pairs of them, that's for sure.
Right, that's a lot of money here.
And
I
then
think these are just snap built too.
Which one's this one? Is that a Mega? That's a Mega.
Mega size, yeah.
Yeah.
Mega size. A couple Exceed model Zaku heads down
it's the
below.
mega size for dust. This looks like I pulled it out of my toy box
Yeah.
as a kid. It's either on purpose or not. I don't know. Do you know?
I don't. No idea. That one's not mine. I had to dust off a lot of mine because they've been sitting at my desk for so long.
Yeah. Look at
Moving
this. Talk about that for a second.
the
Exceed model
yeah,
Zaku head.
I'm pretty sure that's also Cobra.
I heard the base is not a part of it. They custom made the base for
Nice.
it. I think
His rust and
that
his.
one's
We've
also-
talked about his shading techniques that he uses that makes it. He has a lot of experience and a lot of attention to the different shading that he applies,
yeah.
which I think is incredible. Then
And this is
thing.
This is that 1/60th Dom that we mentioned that Tom at International Toys has got up in his backlog. It builds like a really old high grade, but they come with like LED kits to run through the bazooka and the eyes and the chest laser.
This is my hand in scale, and I'm 6'4". This thing's huge. Its bazooka is as long as my forearm.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and don't touch it.
Sorry.
You see also that there's a big old seam line. This whole bazooka is just two.
Don't look for the
pieces.
nubs. Don't look for the nubs.
Don't look for the nubs.
Too late.
But yeah, it would two giant pieces of plastic.
That would
It's
be
like a
some work.
foot long bazooka.
Next.
We're gonna look at your stuff, Lang? Or are we gonna? We don't
It's
have
up to you guys.
We don't have to do a
Yeah.
full tour.
Let's
we
do
need
a
to
quick
look.
tour.
We need to look at. Oops, I'm sorry. We need to look at Cobra's other stuff here. He's
Yeah.
got that 30-minute missions Liber night that he recently did. He's been doing that on our Monday night streams, showing us the step-by-step for that night.
He's put a lot of time into that one.
And I really, really love his, what is it, Bunyip
Bunny,
from Kyokai Senki here with this digital snow camo.
Oh, I thought this was like something from Metal Gear.
No, oh yeah, it looks like it. This is the Kyokai Senki.
No, it's the same thing from Enemy at the Borderline.
Yeah,
It was one of the first ones they came out with.
it's a very cool design. I could see how you can see that came from Metal Gear.
What are these?
What are those? What are those weird things? Blockies! Blockies are great. If you haven't looked into them, they're extremely sturdy for what they are.
Partially true.
Over here, it looks like we got some more Macross stuff,
don't know
a
if that's
Snoop Dogg. It's either Battletech or Macross, depending on how you detail it, because they both have the same designs for that. With those antenna, it's Macross or Robotech.
This is.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Battletech tried to snipe those designs, and it's still Macross. Are we gonna bet some? Let's bet some money. Where's
Are
Cobra?
we gonna
Come
bet
here.
that it's Macross?
We can have someone
or-
on
I
actually
will bet that it's
add us in the
Macross.
comments.
I'll bet it's Macross. Anyways, moving on. Here's my fun times. Oh, we're gonna zoom in. So this is my current work in progress that we've been able to work on. It's a 00 riser that I've completed the body and some of the weapons, but the actual stuff that needs to happen is the backpack with the riser. Let's see if we can get some lights going. Yep, there they go. I got animated LEDs from AliExpress, made specific for GN drives. Whoop. Then moving back, we have a couple of fun sets where third-party Supernova for the Gundam Wing Zero, Code Geass.
That's a Supernova?
That's a Supernova. Super pokey, super flimsy, great look to it. So that's a Supernova kit. I have all of the rest of them with the exception of the Supernova Death Sight that I'm on the hunt for.
Put that on your Christmas
Digimon,
list.
Tekken Man, regular Gundam kits, Aquarion, Flame Toys, Ichiban, that I think we've had that in the podcast a couple times, Gurren Lagann, and Mini Pla, 2 sets of Mini Pla. Boom. So out of all that, 2 customized kits, the rest are coming. And then standing ominously over mine would be Ian's build, the Gundam Unicorn.
I did bring one thing. It's the
Yeah.
Mega Size Unicorn with the Cosmos lights tucked inside of it. I did some of the Gunpla marker panel liner, kind of hastily done the panel lines. I had it snap built, rushed for KamuraCon, and I just haven't found the
It looks great.
drive. Thank you. I haven't found the drive to go back and put the water slides that it came with on there, but one of these days I'll get around to doing that. And then where's that UV light? Lang found out
Oh yeah, this looks pretty.
there's that Did you? Oh, you put it back at the table. It's UV reactive somehow. I did not realize that it is.
Hopefully it picks it up.
Oh, it's picking it up.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Did not expect that.
It's Barbie unicorn.
Oh, and then during the show, I also threw together the cross silhouette SD Banshee down there, which also is UV reactive.
It's really bright.
That is bright.
It's neat.
That's just out of the box. I didn't do nothing to customize this. Just the plastic itself takes black light very seriously, and it illuminates this kit.
Yeah. And now, we probably could have a whole episode over here going over these details. These are kind of
could.
amazing.
Did you open the chest on that?
I didn't realize you had that.
Oh, you didn't pop
There's a
that
jar
up.
in there. Painted.
Shaw's in
Yeah.
there.
We
So
don't have to go over my stuff. Like, people
I'm
see
gonna
my
go over
stuff.
some.
Look
Yes.
at all of Dan's stuff on.
Dan's stuff is
Dan's
incredible. This is a culmination of 2 or 3 years now. 2 years. All of this, which is pretty amazing. Uh-oh. Is this turned off on purpose?
Huh?
Is
Batteries
that
probably
turned
did.
off? It's all good. So we have, real quick, we have Mark V, Charzaku, RX-78. That one's yours, yeah?
Yep. That's the PG Unleashed.
PG Unleashed, GP1.
Kshatriya,
What? Nightingale.
Nightingale,
Back there we have
Goof, Charzaku, regular Zaku 2, Murasai, Cruisers, Turname, Grandpa, Exia,
Yep, keep it going, keep it going, keep
I
it going.
haven't seen you bring the
Master Grade,
Zaku's
Perfect
in the
Xeon,
show yet.
Chizugax, Psycho Zaku.
Yeah, look at that. Well, look at this star. Look at him. He's even signing autographs for everybody if
my
you're
gosh.
interested.
I was asked.
Right.
Offer.
No, but they're incredible works that we're glad that Dan's been able to talk to a lot of people. He's had, I'll say had to, chat with a lot of folks because people are seeing how his builds are, this is going to be probably the last time his #1 build, as he tries to hold the camera at the same time, is going to be here in the States. That will be in Japan for another year with Bandai right here. Moving along down to the opposite end, if we can bring the cameraman along
Dan.
with us.
Dan.
Is he coming?
Sorry.
Come over
There he
there.
goes.
Sorry.
He got distracted. He's too nice. Right here we have another end of Cobra Plus stuff again. Now this stuff, this I know, this was your favorite, right, Dan?
Yes.
Yes. It's a
And somebody's going around and giving out awards. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
the mystery modeler stuff. I wish I could have gotten a
Right?
mystery modelers.
Holy crap.
Dang, I want one.
I
Dang.
don't know, but they put it right next to this guy.
Dang.
Super
Over
cool.
here, I was trying to remember.
What a
Oh,
fun idea, right?
That yeah.
that's a lot of fun. I cannot stop looking at this Zaku with all the filigree that's on it. I
Yeah.
The
love that.
Dozel Zabi
Yeah.
Zaku.
I love that.
Or if you've played Gundam Evo, it's what the Royal Guard or the Melee Zaku, what they call it.
And these. Yep, that was my neighbor at the last competition. I remember. It's good
The
stuff.
red Gundam.
No, this little. Help me out, Josh. You're right there.
The DOP Fighter from Mobile Suit Gundam.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's the double pack EX model. So there was two different printings of it. One for the regular Xeon, so 1100 and 1144, and then there was a Garma Zabi print, which I think was a 1100 only, I believe. So those are pretty hard to find right now. But if you're in Japan, like these two, come next week, might be able to find it.
Very cool. So that is a sampling of.
Well, there's a
goodness,
couple other
a
things
tent.
if we
Where are
got time.
going?
I
Where are we
want to.
going?
I want to go over here to these other tables.
We can edit
Come on.
that noise that Dan just made out.
That's what he said.
Okay, where are we going?
I want to look at some really cool things here. This duck. I don't even know what the actual name of this thing is, but we got a duck in a mech suit.
It's called the Spa Duck, right?
I think so. Because
Spa
it even
duck?
has a duck in the back in a chamber, like in its own little spa.
Oh my
I have
gosh!
it on
Get
pre-order.
that. Get that.
How great is that?
There's a duck in a tube.
Yeah.
I see. Very neat.
And
Was-
then this. Yeah. Pikachu
Yeah,
Red.
the 160th Monument Repair.
Dan has that, right? You have that.
Dan has that.
Yes.
And let's see, we have a SD Neo Xeon with a Pikachu.
What it looks like out of the box, too, by the way.
You're kidding. That's nothing done to it?
Nope.
Wow.
Dang. Temptation! I bet that head crest is UV reactive too.
I mean, it looks like maybe part of it's been top coated.
Yeah. Show people the Pikachu.
Yeah. Angry.
I think that's competed in a few places nearby.
Really?
I feel like it has. I've seen it.
Okay.
It's a fun idea. Great idea. Very cool.
It's been done a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot.
Look at the Galaxy Quest ship.
Yeah. So I was talking to the guy who did these, and he was saying that this is not meant for lighting or anything. He did it all, you know.
Is it
basically
the
custom
fiber
for
optic
it.
stuff he's done?
Fiber optic lighting for everything. That's how he did
Very
this.
cool. This is why we come here. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that Batmobile. Crazy great stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Batmobile. Look at the inside of the Batmobile. Do you see? Is that the fiber optics as well?
That's great stuff.
And then what is he? He got the Darth Revan. Yeah, Darth Revan with the filament lights inside his lightsabers. And that was, all 3D printed? Is it resin?
3D resin printed.
3D resin printed. It looks
Filament LEDs,
awesome.
And then these sleeves that go over the lights are actually 3D printed as well with clear resin.
Wow, it is very bright. And what's behind Revan here?
Wing.
Oh yeah, this he talked about making a. He was talking with Tom at International Model about doing custom wings, and he wanted to go at like a dark evil angel approach.
Very cool.
I think my favorite piece of his is he did that.
Okay.
Dan.
So
Oh, I wanted to show the X-wing too. I think that's my favorite piece that he did. Doing the with the Death Star, the trench run. It's so cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Torpedoes, 2 mini diameter, like Womprats back home.
Yeah.
Isn't that the line?
That sounded really rough.
Did it?
Yeah, try it again.
Like Womprats back
No.
home. Oh,
Like
which one?
shooting
Like how's it?
Womprats. Like shooting Womprats back home. Great shot, look. I'm shooting Womprats.
I was trying to remember.
Whatever.
Okay.
Sit down now.
You're tired of walking? Oh my gosh.
We could spend hours and hours talking about all of these, but that's probably a great preview and rundown of some of the mecha stuff that we are grateful to be here and kind of support with. Yeah. So let us know what everyone else thinks. If you saw something here that we missed, please let us know.
Why would they let us know? It's too late.
Like, hey, yeah,
Nothing to add to it. Hey,
go back in time. You
go
missed
look
something.
Go look at the pictures here or in a different site, things like that. We'll be posting on our socials. I've posted a little bit myself of what we've been seeing. It's been a great time.
I just stepped on my Snickers bar.
Oh,
It was
Okay.
already bent in the bag.
Oh, you get bent.
wow. Dan didn't have a good night's sleep. Everybody, he's a little crazy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Put it on your calendar. Oh, are you just filming?
So
Yeah, hi.
we wanted to go on and do you want to go to the questions from the last episode? Granted, we had an episode last week that we had that is in the ether that we're not going to publish for sickly sake and other reasons. That's just not going to come to fruition. So we're going to revisit some of the questions here and now. Sound good?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we have the first one. Do we want to do that first one or come back on another day?
Let's go.
Wow.
Do it, Lang.
So I
We're
think
going.
we wore him out.
How do you handle negative feedback or harsh criticism regarding your model work?
Just go.
Yeah, so we're going. This is going to be perfect with this energy. Because Dan's not negative at all right now. I'll jump in real quick with the negative feedback. With negative feedback, I think the best thing to do is when we all get any criticism whatsoever on your kit, it's hard not to have an emotional filter for what you might be receiving. If they give something that's not realistic to you on a critique, like, that's dumb, that's stupid, that's not lore, that's stupid.
Pound sand.
Yeah. You want to get like, yeah, if that's what I was going for, maybe you weren't going for that. If it's not real, you shouldn't have a real reaction to it. That's a good way to phrase it.
I mean, it's hard. That's good advice. It's hard to do, though. You know.
Extremely hard.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. For me too, it's like the best thing you can ever do is just not engage. Just don't engage with trolls online. There's always going to be detractors, people that have something negative to say about whatever your work is, whether it's a snap-built kit or a full custom. Like, someone's going to attempt to poop on it, and the only way they're going to succeed is if they get you to actually comment.
Yeah.
So just don't comment. Ignore their existence. Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to negative criticism. I'll take constructive
Sure.
criticism.
Yeah.
If you've got something to tell me how I can improve, I'll listen to it. If you just say my stuff looks like crap, that's bad. That sucks. A lot of if I'm going to make something, I'm going to make it for myself first, and then competition and people's opinion second.
Right.
Next up, we're going to go with best starter kit for each scale. Best starter kit for each scale. Now, we had answers for this last time, so hopefully everyone remembers their answers.
I remember mine, for the most part.
Okay.
Maybe they changed.
So first one, entry grade, very obvious. There's not enough to pick favorites, I believe. I just think they need to make a Zaku entry grade.
I think any entry grade is good for a starter
Any of
kit.
them
It's
are
like
good.
that's what they're for. That's their purpose.
Yeah. Next up, the HGs. Best
Yeah.
HG starter. My recommend, if I remember right, was any of the main Ariel, Lifrith, Calibarn, or Rebuild from Witch of Mercury. I think if anyone's starting in an HG line, that's a very simple place to start.
One of my favorite high grades that I'd say to start with, and I also started with, it was my first or second high grade. It's the high grade Destiny Gundam.
Yep.
From the high grade Cosmic Arrow line. You get a really fantastic solid kit, posable, holds a pose still. Couple of weapons and effect parts it comes with. It's got the Wings of Light, the Palma Fiocina, something like however that's pronounced. But there's a lot of effect parts. You get a lot for your money in that high grade, and I highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
And if you got more money, there's even an option that came out with the Seed Freedom movie that comes with a whole mobile armor to slap onto it.
Yeah.
With a big, it's like a 2 or 3 foot long gun on this guy. So that's my recommendation.
My recommendation for high grade is buy an entry grade. Next.
Real grades.
Yeah, real grades.
Real grades. How many real grades have you built?
I've built a few real grades. My favorite real grade to date has been the Force Impulse from Destiny.
Yep. Force Impulse.
Force
Very
Impulse.
good kit.
Doesn't have a lot of the inner frame stuff.
Yeah, most of them are
pretty much
are
just
painted
a ground
and
up
weathered.
real grade.
Most of them also have
For
you know,
real
custom
grade, for
decals,
me, I would
custom
recommend.
lighting, all
I
that
haven't
stuff.
built a lot.
Oh, fun.
I'd probably go with the 00. The more and more I think about it.
Yeah.
I have one personally that is extremely solid. And I even found out for myself the inner frame was just.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's all articulated right off the bat, even with the hands. So that would be
Just
my
different,
pick is
more
a
vibrant colors.
00 riser.
More sci-fi colors.
Real
and
great
stuff.
for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think from
We're
that
going to come
table
back to
all the
Dan
way
on
over
this one.
here are all custom painted.
He's just so courteous.
He's been a celebrity past this whole weekend. He's been a
Yeah, he
celebrity.
has.
He's been talked to by
That's so cool that you're
everybody.
doing the
We'll come back to
S-grade.
him
This
for
is so
his,
fun.
so we'll go
Have you
on
built any
with
entry grade
Master
kits,
Grade.
Bandai?
Master Grade, what do we
It's
think?
hard to find right now.
I remember mine. My recommend for a Master Grade scale would be
Okay. Yeah.
Heavy
it was good
Arms
to meet you.
EW Master
Thanks
Grade.
for coming.
Oh yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Is there? What about it?
Oh, simple and sturdy.
I couldn't tell you what it was
and kind of
without
elaborate
seeing
on what
it
you're getting out of it because the EW
Whatever, I think he
has
stands
all
for
of the
88
compartments that can open up. That I love that.
Right.
Probably,
I'd recommend one of the Master Grade 2.0 Zaku's.
Is it a big
Yeah.
Well, I remember Dan's feedback on that is
Sounds
the
like a
tubes
perfect
on there. So that's... If you don't like tedious things, maybe don't listen to me because the Master Grade Zaku 2.0s, you assemble the hoses on the sides of their head and waist by running a rubber tube through a bunch of the hose armor parts, but they look like beads,
Nice.
and the cleanup on those can be rough because there's at least two or three gate points on those little bead parts, so you're going to be sanding a very tiny little round part. But I mean, the way that they have you build it on the runners, they're all laid out, so all you have to do is thread that tube through everything on the runner and then cut it free.
Very good.
So my recommendation is still going to be the Zaku 2 Master Grade.
Nice.
2.0.
Next, after that, anything that's not Master Grade, that's 1/100. So.
Oh yeah.
Full mechanics, REs, no grade, any 1/100 scale. Do you remember yours? Because I remember mine.
I don't think I had a real solid answer, but I
Okay.
do remember saying I really enjoyed the RE100 Gun Easy
Okay.
from Victory Gundam. It's not been in print for a while, but it's a simple RE100.
Nice.
The part layering and color separation is really good on it, and you get some fun accessories, and I think it also holds every single weapon it comes with. Oh, and you get a big acetate piece for the shield, because their shields are like beam shields that protrude from a projector on the
Got
arm,
it.
not like a big piece of metal.
Got it. Very cool. Mine are any of the 1/100 no grade or ungraded 00. They come in the variety for both season 1 and 2 1/100 scales. They're a little harder to find. Sarugia, they come in at a good price, but they are basically 1/100 high grades. And
Yeah.
they're great, great finds. I did a lot of my first airbrushing on those.
Are you guys still recording?
We're still recording because you got this guy. People. The national champ is not only a champ for the nation, he's a champ for the people. He goes out above and beyond and just stops everything. Hey, how can I help you?
You know what's great though? How I end conversations with people is I just fart, like as quiet as I can, and then there's just like an awkward pause, and they're like, "All right, well, it's good to meet you." So after like 10 minutes of talking to someone, I'm just like, "Rip,"
He's
and then that ends it.
just like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I try to make it really quiet too, because I want them to be the one to end the conversation.
You can end the conversation though. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, but that's awkward.
So let's go back for you. You have to give now your choices for best kits in real grade, master grade, and
Zeong is real grade.
Okay.
Master grade is. I mean, I really like the Zakus.
good call.
Any kind of Zaku or a Dom, those are really good.
Great.
They're
And
chunky and everything. And then
non-MG 1/100.
oh, I don't have enough experience.
RE100s, did you not?
Yeah.
I've only built like one.
What was that one?
Was that Zaku Warrior
And how'd you like it?
from Seed?
Oh, the no grade.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
no
a good
grade
one.
100.
I didn't like it.
Okay.
He also
Fair.
colored it some brown, god awful colors.
Yeah, but the build, I didn't like the build.
Yeah. Okay. The build.
Yeah.
Last but not least, perfect grade. I, for one, have not built one yet. I'm excited because I have my Grail perfect grade.
Yeah.
That I don't know what else I'll do after that, but that's all I
Yeah.
have, so I can't really talk to that. Ian?
Yeah.
I also have not built a perfect grade. I've built a no grade 1/60th.
Yeah.
That was also a Force Impulse. But I think when I get started, I'm most looking forward to doing the Mark II perfect grade.
Oh, nice.
Despite being old,
Yeah,
it's got some
yeah,
unique
yeah.
tech in there. There's like these metal chain parts that look like hoses and tubing, pipe sections that go on the ankles and everything.
Yes,
So I'm very excited to give that one a try.
they're fun.
And hopefully it's not a rough ride.
Yeah, the perfect grade Zakus also have those types of coverings for some of the tubes and pistons. Same with the GPO1 has the same thing. I'm assuming that's kind of a recurring theme with some of the Gundam model kits, the perfect grades at least. But for me, the best perfect grade to build is the perfect grade Unleashed. It's just layer upon layer of detail. It goes together extremely simply but complicated at the same time. The whole process and build is just like an absolute wet dream. Oh, should I not have said that?
You are tired. Man.
An absolute, joy. So it's expensive, but I mean, if you're gonna drop, a load, you might as well drop it. You might as well drop your load on a perfect grade Unleashed. Unleash your load on. Unleash a load on the perfect grade Unleashed. Yeah.
Great. Anyways, moving on. After that, we have more questions dealing with photography. I feel like we need to hold those to do an episode about photography.
We should use that. We should do photography for like meat potatoes of an episode. It'd be
Okay.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
But I think that pretty much wraps it up. For
It
us,
does.
Yeah?
We'll wrap
Today,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up going back to who we are, what we
Yeah.
have planned, and everything. Skyfire Riser on Instagram for myself. I am also TeamBot with Show Me What You Bought. Please go check them out. And then, Dan, where can they find you
Online. Dancer Dragoon on Instagram. My content is so good.
Someone's Instagram is blowing up this weekend.
I was little pop
Yep,
on the
yep.
phone.
Yep.
What happened to my voice?
Deserve it.
I just went here and I'm just gonna stay here now. Dancer Dragoon on Instagram. You can also check us out at the WCGA, where we have giveaways and Monday night builds. And then, Ian, where can we find you?
Find me at Cantus_Prime on Instagram. And then after the show, we're going to Sean's Anime in Tacoma.
Yep, that's right.
Maybe Josh's house if he lets us in.
That would be awesome.
Or I'm going to kick the door down.
We'll
He's got
see.
a Debon Mark
Oh
II. I
man, he's
won't
already
really bat.
packing up.
He's packing
It's
up.
3 o'clock.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for
right.
listening.
Yep.
Oh,
This
wait,
is
one last thing.
WCGA.
Don't forget March 17th,
yeah.
Quiz Night, Wing Gundam on West Coast Gundam Alliance, Discord. Big prizes are still on the way, but they will be here,
Yep.
no matter what.
Yep.
April
No,
26th.
all the prizes are here.
Are they?
We have them all. We got,
okay.
Yeah, they're all delivered.
Good.
It's just we might add more.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
There are more
Might
prizes
be more
to be
prizes.
had. April 26th, Seattle Spring Show. We are also going to be coming up for that.
Are we
and
just gonna
competing.
list off everything we're gonna do for the next year? We're trying to sign the episode off. Are we just gonna keep going?
Do
We're
you need a
into
nap?
March.
Do you need
We're
a
into
nap?
March right now.
Are you need a
Lang.
nap? Do you need a nap?
March. No, you're into April now. What are we doing in May? Maybe we're going to Toronto for anime.
Maybe.
North. But before any of that, you two are going off to Japan next week. And then June. What are we doing in June?
So, yeah, there's not going to be an episode next week as they are going to be in Japan.
There'll be content.
They will be content. They'll be posting on their Instagrams and onto Discord everything that they're going to be finding.
There's going to be slurping.
Okay.
All right,
This
that's
is
it.
WCGA signing off.
Bye, guys.